Hey, what's up guys? It's Online Money 24/7 and today I'm going to be talking about how I got started with dropshipping. So this is my kind of life story on how I actually got started with dropshipping back in the day. It was about a year ago. And so today I'm going to be telling you my story on how I did it, how it all came to be. So first started, like I said, about a year ago. I was sitting in a little coffee shop near my university that I go to. It's called Pop Parlor. I still check in there time to time, but I was in there about a year ago. I was just chilling, and then my buddy was like, yo, there's these ninjas that make money online. And I was like, oh, no way. So I was like, oh my gosh, I need to learn how to do this. What is this? And this is a year ago, so there wasn't as many people that knew about Shopify dropshipping back in the day. About a year ago, it was still getting pretty popular, but it's nowhere near as popular, as it is now. But so there's these ninjas making money online. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get into this. So this is what I call the quote unquote research phase, where I'm like, all right, my buddy just told me that there are ninjas making money online. How do I do this? Okay. So I go to Google. I'm like, Shopify dropshipping, Googling that. What is this? I find YouTube. Cool. Okay. And so I search through YouTube. I scour it. I look into so many things. I basically Google and YouTube became my friends for the next month, where I just learned every single thing that I could about Shopify dropshipping and what it was, how people made money, because I found that, people are actually making money online. Like they're showing their results or, like how they made a store, stuff like that. I was like, wow, okay, so this definitely works. People have stories of their own of how they did it back then. So I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do this. I need to learn how to make money online. And this is how it all began. So I was researching a ton, and then eventually the starting phase began. So I was sitting there, I was like, all right, I'm going to make money online, watching tons of YouTube videos. And through watching YouTube videos, I found out quite quickly that I needed to start a Shopify store to do this, and that I needed to learn how to make a website. Now, I've made websites in the past, so I had a little bit of experience with like how to make things look nice on a website, which is by far actually a really important skill to get down when you're starting this, because graphic design with Photoshop, it was something that I've been doing for a long time with previous YouTube channels that I ran. So I already had a lot of experience with graphic design. So that's definitely something you want to be looking into when you're starting to make your website, because your website needs to look pretty. It can't be some ugly mess. Like if it's ugly, a lot of times people don't trust it. People don't want to buy from it. So that was a little bit of an advantage that I had when I first started, was at least some graphic design experience, but it's not that hard to learn. There's YouTube, there's Google. You just have to take that extra step and learn a little bit more about graphic design. But so that's how I started. I was like, all right, I need a store, I need a website. So I started that. I had it all up and running, and I had already selected a niche that I wanted to do and certain products that I wanted to sell. And those were all through AliExpress, which I'm not going to go in depth about on this video, because I have a bunch of other videos on this channel going over how you do your own product research. But once I figured that out, it began the testing phase. So I figured out the products. I was like, all right, these are some pretty good products. Let's test and see what actually happens. So I was like, all right, I want to make money online, and I'm going to do it through a Shopify store. And so first I started with Facebook advertising. And of course, Facebook advertising costs money. So I had, I think, a few $100s that I was like, all right, I'm going to throw into this, and see what happens. Like, it's not the end of the day if I lose a little money, because you got to, usually you got to spend a little bit money to at least learn how to do things. And so I was like, all right, this is an investment into the business. We'll look at it like that. All right. So I spent a bit of money doing Facebook advertising, of which also lots of YouTube videos on how to do Facebook advertising. Not specifically on my channel. I haven't really covered a whole lot of Facebook advertising specific videos on my channel yet. I probably will in the future, but there's tons of stuff online. Even Facebook has videos on how to learn Facebook advertising as well on their own platform. Like, it's pretty simple. They've made it easier over the past year, even just within the past year, they made it a lot easier. So anyway, I got my first sale. So I was like, hell yeah. I tested the products. And then I ran ads, and it's funny enough, the first sale I actually got was not even on the main product I was advertising. It was on a side product that was like an upsell, but I made some money. So I was like, hell yeah, I made some money. But over the course of the first month, I think this was last December, into a little bit of January was when I was really testing, because it was like November was like the learning phase, as you saw before. I'm not going to go back to it, but it was the research phase, and then the testing phase was pretty much through December of last year. And so, I had made money, I made some sales, but nothing like significant to the point where I was actually losing money on the Facebook advertising because I wasn't making enough sales and doing things properly to actually turn like a profit. Like I was kind of like, I would go over and then I'd go under, and I go over a little and I go under. So overall at net, I was negative still a little bit. I was at least making back a good bit of the money I was spending on advertising to learn advertising, but I was down still negative. So then I was like, all right, testing phase part 2, we're going to do something different here. So I was like, all right, I want to make that money online, doing it through Shopify and making my website. So I was like, all right, Facebook advertising, not doing so hot. Let me try something different. So instead, I started doing Instagram advertising. Now, it wasn't Instagram advertising in in like a basic sense where you do it through Facebook. It wasn't it was not making this very clear, because there's like 3 different ways you can promote products on Instagram. One is through hashtags, one is through influencer posts, and one is through paid ads. So I did not do paid ads. I also didn't do Instagram influencers, but I did hashtags and niche targeting with hashtags. So I would go through, find about like 30 different hashtags that were specific to the product niche that I was selling, and I made posts about it with like eye-catching videos. And that took off. That was what took me into the making money phase, and where I made a good chunk of change last year from this nice little product trend. And that's how I really was like, all right, Shopify, making products online, making money online really works. And it was a very good run while that trend was big. I'm not selling that product anymore, but it was really good while that period was going on. And it took a lot of research, a lot of dedication, but that's what it takes to make money online. It takes research, dedication, and figuring out things that work for you. I'm not telling you the niche because it doesn't even work in the same way that I did it a year ago. Things are constantly evolving and changing. So that's why with the internet, you always need to do research for Shopify dropshipping stores. Staying up to date on the latest trends and seeing what works, because what worked a year ago is not going to necessarily work today. It might, but most of the time it doesn't, because things are always evolving and changing. So as a summary, I was just a little weenie a year ago, didn't know anything about e-commerce, didn't know anything at all, and now I love it. It's like, that's why I love teaching about it too, because it's one of my favorite things. I liked websites, but I didn't really know, oh, wow, you can actually sell stuff online and make money. So it started with my friend just telling me, hey, there's ninjas making money online. Maybe we should try this, or you should try this. And then I just lit a fire match under my booty, and I went to work. And, it takes a lot of time, but at the end of the day, you could do anything that you want. Just takes time, patience, and dedication in the right way. And if you have the right steps lined up, you'll be able to get to the success. But sometimes there's going to be those hurdles. It's going to be frustrating at times, but you'll be able to do it. You'll be able to climb the mountain if you're doing the right things. If you get stuck and then you don't improve in one area that's always messing you up, you're probably not going to make much progress. But it's about having maybe a support group, like a Facebook group. There's a ton of different e-commerce Facebook groups out there. I do not have my own yet. I probably will make one next. I don't know exactly when. I'm not going to put that out there, but there's a lot of people out there that can help you, but don't give up. And that's what it takes to get your Shopify store, whatever you want to do to make money online. At the end of the day, it's going to take a lot of patience and learning. So guys, if you want to sign up with Shopify, I do actually have a 14-day free trial linked down in the description box below. It helps out the channel. If you want to support the channel, click that link to sign up with your Shopify store. And if you have not already subscribed to the channel, what the heck are you doing? Subscribe to the dang channel so you can be notified for future uploads. I do e-commerce videos, Shopify, stock videos, investing, entrepreneurship. So subscribe to the channel for all of that awesome content. Leave a like, comment down below if you have any questions, concerns, And anyway, guys, that's all for today's video. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.